Hey Baba, did you know that South Africa is facing a sugar crisis at the moment? We have a shortage of sugar in South Africa at the moment. And Malawi decided to come to our aid. Malawi has just sent more than 300 trucks to South Africa to extend a helping hand. Whilst we've got more than 3,000 Malawi nationals stranded in Durban. They find themselves wandering in the streets of Durban. But Malawi is coming to our aid. Now, sugar
Chaotic scenes here. If I could quickly move out of the shot so that you can see Malawians chanting songs. They have been provoked by Operation Dudula that were in 3 buses that came here, and they provoked them. And the Malawians are saying, we are going home. Why are you coming to us and provoking us? So there is now a standoff between the police and also Malawians chanting their songs. If you could see, they're very angry about what really happened. And just now we saw a bus full of Operation Dudula, that is the anti-migrant group that here in South Africa, coming here, and these Malawians are very provoked about it. So these are the scenes are very chaotic here. Even the police are failing to control the crowd, because there are thousands and thousands of Malawians here. If I could tell you, maybe more than 10,000 that are here. So the Operation Dudula, 3 buses that came here, were outnumbered. But we also had gunshots. I don't know from which side they were coming from. So the scene is very chaotic. But let me just bring in someone here just to speak to us. Mama.
Say.
Oh, it is absolutely gut-wrenching. It is really hard. I mean, we're working with about 10 special cases of women who have given birth here at camp. Some of babies are a week old. They're sitting with cesarean section operations that they have done. A mom who, her babies are 4 or 5 days old. They were born here. They were refused at hospitals. She's unable to breastfeed, and she's sitting with twins. The situation is absolutely, it's gut-wrenching to see people like this, whether they're foreign nationals or not. At the end of the day, they are still human beings. We can't let them be out in the cold like this. We can't let them starve like this. So we as a community, we have to stand together and we have to help them.
Our mission is just to be here to support them. Yes, they have to go back to their country. That's up to them, and whatever takes place, they're preparing for their trip. But while they are here, try to provide some comfort. As you can see, so many ladies. We're giving them 3 diapers, 4 diapers each, sanitary pads, cake, juices. How long will that last them? No, even the baby formula. Baby formula, okay, no, we're giving a lot. We gave a lot yesterday, but now we're expecting more. How long will that last? 2 days, 3 days, and then? So it's an ongoing until, and I pray for they can have a safe journey home. Well, from what I saw, they have been registered. They are registered with Home Affairs, and they are planning to get some buses. But we're not even going near there. Our part is a humanitarian, whoever it is, whichever citizenship, whichever ethnicity or whatever, just to be there to help them, Because
the human crisis involves all humans. I mean, we're an NGO, so Gift of the Needy has to step in for those that are in need, people who really help. We need our community support, and we need to help those kids. I mean, there's over 1,000 moms here that have been displaced. They're sleeping out in the cold. They have no warm beds. They have no shelter, and it's bitter cold at night. They're facing all of those things on their own. So we have to step in and do as little as we can and try and help where we can.
So our appeal is, we don't want money. If people can come forward and bring us baby cereals. That's all we want. Baby cereals, formula, diapers, wet wipes. That's all what we want. Because at the moment, basically, this is gold. If somebody gives us a few boxes, because as you can see, there's here, ladies, small babies. That's all what we want, to give them some comforts.
You South African government, right now, currently, as I'm talking to you, there are more than 10,000 Malawians in KwaZulu-Natal, in Durban, at some refugee camp or some holding area, where there are pregnant women giving birth even at that camp. There's newborns staying outside a specific camp there in that Durban. Because of Jacinta and March and these xenophobia freaking tensions, Malawians are fearing for their lives. They're being displaced. That's basically a displacement camp. A displacement camp. And there's this organization, I think it's called Feed the Needy or something, the Needy, but they're doing a great job. Those are actually Muslim people. It's a Muslim organization. I don't know the exact name, but I know that there's a Muslim organization out here caring for the needy. Feeding people, giving them sanitary towels and all. Everything, bread and diapers. There's more than 5 newborns at that particular displacement camp in South Africa, in Durban. And those people are waiting for Malawi to send buses to take them back to Malawi. In the meantime, they don't have food, they don't have this, they don't have that. The freaking state is not even looking after them. Malawi says, please send buses. I have a South African of bad quality in the freaking comment section telling me don't lie. Of course, a South African will say don't lie. Of course, you'll want to say that. But do you even read Do you read? Open your freaking laptop, go somewhere, go check any freaking news, you see. Even today, there was a lot of news on that. 10,000 Malawians waiting for buses, waiting for South Africa to donate buses also if need be. Because you are freaking Afrophobic. When are they playing next? On the 18th?
Yes.
You South Africans, you're playing on the 18th. Expect the whole of Africa again to come out here and support the other team. The other team is who? Czech Republic? Czechia or something like that. Yes. That's who we're supporting. Not because we are fake Africans, not because we don't love you. We love you, that's why we're giving you tough love. Tough freaking love. These World Cups, this particular 2026 World Cup, for you South Africans, is a master class. You're supposed to learn. For you, it's a master class of learning how to be African. Africa is talking now. Africa is teaching now. Africa is telling you the truth to your freaking faces. You're not winning any World Cup. And we also want the whole world to see how we treat our own. This is how we treat our own when our own misbehave. When they come up here and display acts of Afrophobia, we denounce you like that. But you're still African. You're still African, but you're not going to enjoy the party. Like I said before, it's like a kid who failed their exams. You come buy you gifts too. Senegal passed, went to another grade when they won the AFCON and they are welcoming. Burkina Faso comes to the party. Nigeria comes to the party. Those Rwandese, the civilians can come to the party, but there's some Rwandese who they shouldn't be at the party. Actually, they are not even at the party, those ones. They didn't qualify. They've never qualified. The new Rwandese, you will never qualify for the World Cup until Paul Kagame falls. Until you take your freaking RDF out of Congo, you take your little troops out. You stop creating atrocities there and looting and stealing. You will not come to the party. These South Africans are only here now because somewhere here and there's still some good South Africans of good quality, because it's not all South Africans that are uneducated, as Jacinta, as Musunu, as that Zulu guy. Yeah. There's a lot of South Africans here that are not educated. But anyway, that particular story in Durban, in KwaZulu-Natal, that displacement camp where all these Malawians are waiting for buses, it's a real freaking deal.
Manje ngendlela agcwele ngakhona afika umuntu ubelethe ingane la aboshe khona lapha. Manje mase qeda ukubosha lawo, there's a violence. If I have my kid, I can't leave my kid here and go to survive outside. Better must belong here because I must belong with my kid. Understand what I'm saying? So here is not a place like you can be survive. Our government, please, if the government there's no money that side, please, there's a bushiri there. Bushiri can do any price. Bushiri can do anything for us. Bushiri, when I said the Bushiri is a Mr. Bushiri, it's not a small boy. Bushiri, more than you. You don't have money more than Bushiri. And I can say Bushiri Mr. Money. You understand? Bushiri, they can just take the money and save us here. And the Bushiri money can be even finished.
There is no country wherein ordinary citizens will take the law into their hands. We must deal with the element of criminality, and we must reject a criminality element in our society. When you see some of the South Africans committing crime, being South African, you must reject that. You must isolate them. You must report them to the police. Because when they commit crime, crime is not tolerated in our province.
I'm from Malawi. I'm coming here to job, but it's not working now. But now it is a problem with this country. She don't have foreigners. So now I'm going to know you don't have food. But she stay there outside the park. Too much people, I can't eat. Even the toilet is too full. Thank you for South Africa. This country for South Africa, very hard in my life. It's easy, it was going home.
What is happening in South Africa right now? Hundreds of Malawian nationals are leaving the country as fears over xenophobic attacks continue to grow. Families who once called South Africa their second home are now boarding buses and making the long journey back to Malawi. According to reports, more than 7,000 Malawians have been sheltering in Durban while waiting assistance to return home. The first phase of the evacuation has focused on women and children.
Quite a devastating situation here at Sherwood Hall, that is in Durban, where over 6,000 Malawians have sought refuge at this place because of the anti-migrant sentiments that have been going on around the area. Many of them telling me that they were chased from the places that they were staying, but others also saying that they are not, they are going back home because of the fear that they might be attacked. We know that there is a June deadline that was given by the anti-migrant groups. So many of them saying that that's why they are leaving home. But if you can see the visuals that are coming now, it's a lot of people, many of them women and children, carrying their luggages and everything. And they've been telling me that they are still waiting for buses from Malawi. They are pleading with the government of Malawi just to come and help them.
Here, you are suffering. How long you are being here? Our sisters, our mother, our brothers, someone is sick. You are here. Please make something there, please. You want to go, you are tired, please. Long time you are being here. Long time, you are tired, please.
Be deported back to Malawi. So these are all Malawian nationals that are to be repatriated or deported. What we have now at the moment is about 7 buses. That's about 490 that is going to take place within the next hour or so. As you could see, there's another set of buses that are coming in, another 7 that is also coming in. They will be loaded and they will be leaving around just 10, 11 o'clock tonight, and they're all traveling back to Malawi. And this is at the cost of the South African government. But as a government, we are obviously having the responsibility to those who are in the facilities needs to be taken back to their respective countries.
Perhaps just give us a sense of where they arrested and what were they arrested for. Obviously, it has to do with being in the country legally and not having the right papers. But where are they all from one particular province, or are they from different parts of the country?
So how the deportation process works is that obviously we are the receiver of Lindela rather is the receiver of a number of people who have been either coming from correctional services, coming from police cells, or even some of the operations and raids that are done by the inspectorate from the department.